Louis on relatively short notice as substitute for Kirk Johnson in Los Angeles. We learned how many Iranians there were in Southern California. An enthusiastic reception now for Adamek as he's in New Jersey, fighting at the new arena in...
But you know, the Polish fans are some of the most emotional and boisterous. We could not believe when we came out here in Atlantic City, red...
He knocked him out. That was a rite of passage for him. Maybe not impressive to American fans who remember all of Galata's white. On the graphic, the 27-pound weight disadvantage in the ring. When it appeared he was retired for good in the middle of this decade.
Because he was not that satisfied. So I went out, and he didn't look too good in training.
Has watched Adamek when he's fought in the past.
Outside of fight Adamek.
And will now be rooting against Vitali for the first time. Vitali Klitschko says he well understands and appreciates.
You and Emmanuel point out, and Adamek with his in-and-out style, we've seen it, has him his best chance to win.
A different kind of challenge for Vitali.
Tomasz Adamek, Vitali Klitschko. Remember what I told you, rabbit, noise, and relax.
Round one begins.
I think the size of Vitali and also
Vitali Klitschko is pretty. It's just effective.
But he's effective.
And so far, another Vitali Klitschko whitewash. Now Tomasz Adamek jumps inside.
Asset. He's a tall man, fights tall.
Months ago, Vladimir Klitschko said,
he's maybe one of the toughest guys that's ever been in the heavyweight division as far as his makeup.
Now Adamek back into the ring. A nervous energy from Adamek. Not many effective. Harold Letterman's phrase, ring generalship.
Even glazing blows have tremendous.
Round one. And here's another look at the right hand toward the end of the round. Well, round one, Klitschko 13 of 47. But that was just the first of the scheduled 12.
I don't think he's going to fare very well at this distance. He's going to have, as you mentioned,
Well, Jack Dempsey may have been the hardest puncher.
Negate the image of Vitali. Vitali's out where he can't come back with a counter punch.
Well, when the Klitschkos first came along, but at the end of the day, it's their minds which have created the gap in the division.
With Areola, your Murrah guys want to compete against the Klitschkos. You're going to have to make that commitment.
A lesson Areola incidentally says he has learned better than it did a couple of years ago when Vitali roughed him up.
You know, in this round,
mix in some of his own punches with Vitali's thudding right-hand shot.
Adamek had no chance to win this fight on punches. The question is, how will he react to it?
So we talked about Michael Spinks going against Holmes. At least Michael was a pretty good banker.
The good news for Adamek. The good news for Vitali Klitschko is that he's well enough to again win the round. And he crushes Adamek with that right hand, almost knocked him down. Tomasz Adamek has the guts of a burglar. He's going to need them all tonight. Ropes held him up, right, Emmanuel?
He had a similar reach to Holmes, not that much shorter, and so he could box.
And I don't think he can do more than that. The jabs eating him up, and after a while he'll be so preoccupied with the pace of a fight. One of the things that he and his brother does when they have never letting their eyes lose focus of the opponent. That's one of the things that both of them do very
With his opponent shows that his reflexes are extraordinary.
Yes, very, very, very.
Like this.
He does that just to get you to punch at him. Then he
Ortiz, Friday night, September 16th. And stay tuned for 24/7.
He knocked him off his feet into the ropes. The ropes were holding up Adamek.
Isn't it probable that the three official scorers over in Poland have it 30?
He could have called it 10-9. On the other hand, they do have the right to do what they did.
That's the telltale sign. Good right hand by Adamek, and the crowd do a quicker one, but at least it gives him a chance to be in the fight.
This is his only chance.
He's kind of slowing it up, tentative, therefore it's not landing.
The crowd is going in, but they're not landing that point. I think longer than Vitali.
He could do it in Ukrainian, he could do it in Russian, or he can do it the way he does. Round 5 of a scheduled 12. As we mentioned in the last round, Adamek clearly this is that jab.
Punching and fighting better and thinking better.
His first showcase in the United States was in Chicago in 2006. The undercard of Lehman Brewster and Andrew broken into several pieces by a Briggs shot, and his blood for the entire 12 rounds while he was beating Briggs.
He's been after recent years. Never complained. That's what he's known for, and that's what a lot of people say. He's mixed up names, shot a right uppercut, and then he went back with a jab. So he's got
fighting at his own pace, using brains as.
You see right now a beautiful jab, which was I think still been the signature punch in the fight. Right hand and left hook.
Step to the right. Yeah. Okay, if you step to the left, then use that jab.
That Vladimir's been fighting.
But Vitali's a knockout record, but the record is basically a percentage off of him being so busy and systematic.
Bit of one-punch power that
won a real rough and tumble fight against a very explosive, dangerous.
The difference is Vladimir, you could have a party going on and have lights on it. Yeah, but Vitali is fragile. He looks less insecure the way he fights as compared to Vitali.
Oh, well, there's no question.
Cleveland have not lost a fight in about 7 years around. They've positively cleaned out the heavyweight division.
Well, the debate, down goes Vitali Klitschko. It's hard to tell what happened. We need a replay to determine, was there a punch? That was Mrs. Vitali Klitschko standing up, I'm told.
See, what may have been the knockdown. He threw a right hand out off balance.
That looked to me like
turned his right ankle to look like it. He twisted it right there.
Very odd ball ankle and get that foot off balance and ultimately cause tissue. He's had injuries to shoulders, knees.
If I was in that match going, I would tell him go all out here and fall down. He's trying to take it. Maybe something else wrong with that leg.
Well, the question came among our production troops. I don't either.
No. Just how much punishment can Adamek take?
And if Adamek does not really get caught right on the end of those right hands, as has been happening this.
We criticized the referee Baravecchia for not ruling a knockdown in the second round when Vitali knocked incident in the last round that there had been a punch. Adamek looks very weary, getting jabbed down the ring.
It looked like his mental fatigue is set in also.
Back in the day when Lennox Lewis controlling the heavyweight division, George Foreman's greatest line, he was working with us, Emmanuel. This sport is easy.
Very strong, stiff. He and Sonny may have two of the stiffest.
Larry Holmes at times jabbed the same way from his hip of the fight.
Larry Holmes, one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweights in history.
Well, you saw the great for Bernard Hopkins against Chad Dawson. Watson. Now you see the target. And you don't.
Does not score the knockout here, and he does right here, but if he doesn't, the first place for heavyweight championship KO percentage.
The referees get into position top the fight.
I don't see the point.
And it happened. Briggs wound up wobbles back into the ropes after a jab. How much longer can Adamek stand up in the face of all this?
I think
he's not going to stop himself. That's it.
Good and the referee's going to do it. Excellent stoppage by the referee. Another knockout, again by accumulation. And that was against a guy who has made a spirited bid. Here's Vitali finishing him off.
Just too big and too good for this guy. But at this stage, he's mentally and physically quite sure he welcomed the stoppage.
Marciano went 49-0. Marciano's biggest defense was against Roland.
He throws punches in combination, which is rare for a big athletic heavyweight. Areola fight. And Hellenius is a lot bigger than